Yeah.
No. It's just like. It's really fulfilling, like when it comes out.
Yes. It's Christmas every time that kills for that. Are you in Matthew's class? Which, okay, he's a good teacher.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, yeah, is Todd joining in at one point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he was, but I don't think he is now, so unfortunately.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, we're getting close, and I was hoping we'd have an update, but I think it'll be better when we have more progress.
Well, better to just save it and where you can,
Yeah.
we can kind of get a holistic view.
Yeah, right now, it's like a lot of like, comments in these corners and, yeah, right through this, that, yeah.
That's a little bit though.
And it didn't do master plans.
On top of, on top of, you know, like how many other things.
Our master plan, and we have this update, so, but that's okay, 'cause this is like, it's exciting to like, let's write it up and then we do it.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna call this meeting to order. It's 6:04. Let's say 6:04. Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you here for the Athens Cultural Affairs Commission meeting for August. We're in August now. So I would like for everyone to go around the room and say their names. I need to make sure I capture your name in our notes. Can you begin?
Sure. Stephanie Rains.
Okay.
I'm Matt Stefik.
Jessica Smith. Catherine Nuri.
Ian McFarland. Sandy Burn.
Mark Mobley.
And Sally Kimmel. Awesome. Great. Did folks get a chance to review the July minutes? I believe that they were sent out. I can't remember. Yes, they were sent out. Matt's got a copy as
I was like,
well.
what did I volunteer for last? I'm very excited for poetry and art.
If folks are okay, if I'm opening it up for discussion, any changes to the minutes? If folks are okay with the minutes, we can have a motion to approve.
Or is motion to approve the minutes?
Okay,
Second.
all right, awesome. If you're good with the minutes as they are, you can say aye.
Aye.
Or, you know, whatever way you say that.
Aye.
And then if you have a problem with them, you can also say aye. Okay, all right, so I believe our minutes passed. Great. Chair report. Oh, that's me. Hey, guess what? The new members were approved at the August Mayor Commission. Happy to have you here. And I want to make a note that our meeting on October the 3rd will be moved to October the 20th.
Sorry. It's moved to the third Monday instead of the second Monday, sorry.
Oh,
So instead of the.
13th.
The 13th.
it will be the
20th.
Almost
The
there.
13th, it falls on a holiday, it's Indigenous Peoples' Day.
Awesome.
We're off, the building's closed.
Get it together.
Good for you.
So yeah, I've already reserved the room for the third Monday, so same place, just a week later.
Awesome.
But I'll remind y'all to
Sounds good.
make sure you show up here
Right.
on the second.
And there is a invitation. There's some sort of, you do a little invitation too that'll pop up in your computer if you have.
Oh, thank you for those.
You connect to
That's
such a
the
thing.
only reason I get through my life. Not all of us are as talented as you.
And just to share for the new members, you'll be getting your ACC web email soon with the login. I'll send those out to, it's just Nancy, Elizabeth's not here yet. She's good, yeah. So those are coming. And I'll walk you through how to log in, all that stuff.
Thank you. Can y'all give us some updates on some things that you got listed here on this agenda?
Yeah, I sent out an email to all of you, an update on the Lennon Town Public Art Project. I shared the email that was from the manager's office. Oka McConnell is the director for economic development for ACC-GAD, and she's currently one of our interim assistant managers. And so she shared that with me so that I could formally share it with. So I just want y'all to hear it, like their intention is to redesign that intersection, and we are waiting for them to submit those redesigns so that we can then assess the place to site that artwork. It's a sculpture. Since that timeline is not confirmed, we felt that it was in the best interest of the project to let the artists know, because we had 3 artists whose work had been selected from the first round, and they had all submitted their design to be seen in the 3rd final round. So all those are compensated for that proposal like they would have been in the process. And then I sent a copy of that email that y'all got forwarded with a note explaining how much we appreciate their proposals, and we hope that they will, respond to other calls for our community in the future, and that we will be reissuing the call in the near future, and to let them know. So I just wanted to go over that if y'all have any questions. But that is where we live in town.
It sucks, but I mean, we have a process for it, which makes me a little bit happier, like people are getting compensated for their time. Like it's unfortunate it happens, like, but we have a process for it, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, and it'd be a shame to
Exactly.
do something and then it get taken down or
Not be able to sign
not
off.
fit. Yeah.
So in no way a reflection of, Athens-Clarke County, but like, how often does this happen for like an artist perspective? Like, I feel like it has to happen sometimes, but I don't know.
We've had instances where we have a site selected, an artist selected, and then sometimes we find out something about the site that's not gonna work the art.
The arena.
Like the arena is a great example, like.
Well, that was a mess, a lot of it.
The outside of the building was gonna be a material that wasn't gonna work with the mural on the outside. And,
I was
we
just
don't
curious, from the artist
See, it's good that we don't have an artist like on contract and like them having to then redesign their whole thing for a new site, because that's really complicated. So it's, good that they're gonna have an opportunity to come back and do a new site-specific proposal whenever we know what the new,
And also respectful of their time. So because these projects, so they're, especially if they have to travel here and they have to set up camp in order to be here while they do the work. This way, we're
I
not.
didn't think about that.
Yeah. So that's one of the other things, is like they can now apply for other calls, I'm sure they sort of plan how they build out their year over time. So that's one thing we didn't want to hinder them and keep them sort of on the hook waiting to hear. So yeah. That's the Linentown update as we have it right now for the art.
but we'll of course keep y'all posted, once we know better what the new site will be like. A very exciting thing, some of you might remember last fall, we did our first public art class. It was a free course, 6-week virtual course that we offered for Athens area artists, 100% free. And that was, we collaborated with Triangle Artworks. They're a nonprofit based in North Carolina. They do this all over the country with different municipalities, work with their local artists, train them on how to respond to calls, contracting, all kinds of stuff to make them better equipped to apply to public art projects. We had about 15 artists participate. Last time we had it capped, I think, at 20. And so we had a nice group. I've had such wonderful feedback from all the artists that participated. And so we are offering that course again this fall. So that application is live. If y'all get our newsletters, there was a link in there to sign up. If you know any artists that are interested in getting involved with public art, this is a great way for them to learn more about the process. They respond to real calls and get real notes from, public art administrators and other public artists that have done a lot of projects. So it's been really great so far. So make sure you let any artists that might be interested know. That is live until September 8th, and classes begin in October. Last time they were on a Thursday night, and this time they're on a Monday night. So maybe if artists weren't, didn't work with their schedule last time, we're doing it on a different evening. So
I just wanted to add a note. One of the cool things about this class is they really design it for like the community. We did a lot of input with them about making this coursework for the artists who live here. So it's about how they respond. We really want more local artists to like respond to our calls, but in general, like any call, right? This is like workforce development, if you
Yeah.
will. So one thing I want you to think about when you're thinking about artists is it doesn't have to be an artist who is already doing public art. It can be someone who maybe does some visual art, but is looking to like elevate. They could at least apply because the people who run the course, they talk to and interview almost each applicant and they can assess that. So if someone's looking to like scale their work or like develop a new part, this is an opportunity for them to like learn about this and how this works and how to communicate that. So it doesn't have to be somebody who's like already in the game. It could be somebody who's like worked on smaller scales or maybe is like, yeah, just like wants to learn about it. If this is like an area they want to grow in. So encourage them to go. We're really excited about it. It's got room for about 22 people.
I was gonna.
It's on a Monday night. It's nice that they changed it too, because you're right. There's probably some folks who couldn't do it because it was Thursday night. It's hard to pick a night, right? It's always a struggle. But it'll run for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yep. And they get also, in addition to those classes, they also get opportunities to have like a one-on-one work with the instructors. So it's, I think, a worthwhile
That's so
commitment.
So it's the whole month of October and the first 2 weeks of November. The other project we have in the works right now, we're about to do the second round of selections for the Costa Building downtown. This is the interior exterior mural. A couple of you were on the selection group, and we'll be convening again on Thursday to look at the 3 finalist proposals. So it's really exciting. I have 2 of them so far, and they look great. So stay tuned for that. Another exciting thing, I'm very excited about this. So I've talked about this project before, community center mural projects. This has been in the works for a while, but the call is live. We have 2 sites, Lay Park, which is right next door here, and Herd Park, which is in East Athens. And these calls are unique because we are just looking for the design. We are asking for proposals, so it is that work on the front end. But this is a great project for someone who's never done public art. You don't have to have any installation knowledge at all. All you have to do is make a design that fits the scale more or less of the site. And then we are having, working with a local sign company that will essentially print the design on like a vinyl coated metal, like sheet metal, just like you would make a sign. So it can be full color, just, reproduced exactly like it is. And we're installing. So the artist the artists are gonna be paid very handsomely for just their design, and they don't have to worry about the installation or anything like that. They may have to make some adjustments to get it in the right scale, but beyond that, this is a very accessible project for people that maybe are interested in public art. Maybe they're not physically capable of doing the install themselves. Maybe they don't want to do the install themselves. I understand both. So this is great. We're hoping to do some more projects like this in the future as well. So this is a local artist only. So Athens area artists very similar to how we do the jury show here at the Linden House. It's our county and the surrounding counties, and they're all listed in the eligibility section of the costs. Those are live until September 19th. We also have our Poetry for the People event at Dudley Park, Sunday, August 23rd, 5 to 7 p.m. This is going to be a really nice, chill event. Come with your picnic blanket or a couple camping chairs and maybe, some sandwiches and soda pops and just sit and chillax and listen to some poetry. It'll be our poet laureate, Michaelia Robinson Smith, and some special guests. She's gonna maybe bring some folks from Augusta, where she's from originally, and some other local poets here. So if you want to attend this event and maybe just say like, I'm also a volunteer, just in case, we need extra hands for any reason. I would love that. Let me know if you're available. And, come with your name tag. I did order name tags for our new members as well. I haven't picked them up yet, but I will have them in time for the event. So, that's gonna be exciting. Let me know.
It's very family friendly. So
Very good. Yes, the pop-up park will be there. We also have free popsicles from King of Pops for the first 100 people. So we didn't put that on the flyer. We don't want people coming just for the popsicles, but there will be popsicles. It'll
I
probably
wanna be that person who shows up, yo, got popsicles, I'm in.
So you're getting towards the end of the development's term. We are, in fact, we're probably gonna be issuing a call for a new poet laureate end of next month.
Oh.
But I'll talk more about that at our September meeting.
So if you haven't had a chance to meet our poet laureate, this current one, or she's just incredible. So
Yeah.
this is a really good, she really put a lot of thought into this event and, yeah.
Also, I don't have it on the agenda here, but I wanted to mention that one of the things that Michaelia has done was start a creative writing group in the library. It meets the first Saturday of the month. It's been so successful. The library is so thrilled to have this group. It is such a diverse group of people, probably like, 20, 30 people in the group. And they just love it. And they just celebrated this past Saturday, their year of.
Nice.
So they had a cake and, a big celebration. So it was cool, and that's something that they've kept up the library. I did speak with, Laura from the library, and she actually said they're working on, making it like official library programming. So hopefully they will be able to support this beyond, Michaelia's tenure as poet laureate. So, stay tuned and see how that goes. Another event happening, so many events. Amanda Burke, who is our muralist who recently installed Georgia Flora. That's on the loop over on Lexington Road, that beautiful botanical mural. She's going to be doing an artist talk here at the Linden House in the atrium on Thursday, August 28th. From 6 to 7, so she's going to do a little audio-visual presentation, Q&A, talk about the process and her journey from printmaker to muralist and how she scaled up her work. So that'll be interesting. We'll do some light refreshments and stuff. So have a snack and meet Amanda. So yeah, that's Thursday, August 28th. I have a presentation for y'all, but I wanted to go ahead and mention some of these other, upcoming things in the outreach section here. I don't know if I mentioned this last meeting, but I, am putting together an exhibit here at the Linden House. It's just gonna be in the lounge gallery, the little small gallery here, of, some of our engineering drawings and early mock-ups of some of our public art pieces, so people can have a little bit more of a behind-the-scenes kind of look at how this stuff is made. So it's gonna be a selection of stuff here on the Lounge Gallery on view from October 30th through January 3rd. And I'm gonna do a talk on December 11th here at 5:30 to talk about what I do and probably maybe have an artist or two with me to talk about their experience.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for people who are interested in public art, or maybe some people who have questions about public art. This is a great way to draw them in to see like the technical expertise that it takes to actually put this work into the world and hear from, people like Tatiana who do the work in the background and hear from artists too. I think it's great. It's like kind of demystifying the public art process.
And some of the drawings and plans and stuff, people don't see that stuff, we
Yeah.
have that internally for like engineering reviews and for their contracts and stuff, but sometimes the public never sees all these drawings and things, and they're really fascinating. And each artist kind of has their own style for how they do that stuff, so it'll be very, very interesting show. I'm excited to do that. As I mentioned earlier, we got some calls coming up. We have the Tallahassee Roundabout. We've talked about that project before. It's been in our hopper just to go out for a call. So it'll be a 3D call. And then our poet laureate call late September. And also, can you believe we're already talking about next year's Lantern Parade? But the light installations have been really popular, and it's something we want to keep nurturing our local artists to come up with really cool things. We had 4 amazing pieces last year, and we're so excited. And we want to give people even a little bit more time than last year. So that call will be going out early October. And I guess we'll go on to.
Ooh.
You want to know about this project?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
The arrow keys on your keyboard might work. Perhaps.
Oh, look at you. Yes.
I'm gonna do my hair. Yes.
So, upcoming SPLOST project, you'll probably heard about it just in any transportation capacity, but they are putting a roundabout on West Broad and West Hancock. So right when you're kind of coming down the hill, like just past Rock Springs, and there's you have the plaza, you have West Hancock, you have Broad, there's like what's that other street? that goes along there? So it's actually like a 5-point intersection there. It's very precarious when you're coming the other way, Atlanta Highway going back towards Town. It's like you take that left turn of doom. Right. So, even though people have mixed feelings about roundabouts, I think this will be very good for this particular area. It's very European. So, So this is a small project. Of course, we have a budget for art for this project. It's not a huge one. And one of the things that we talked about in our planning meetings is that, you know, the ACAC, even though it was completely different folks a couple of years ago, kind of said, you know, when we have these roundabout projects, it just makes sense to just do something in the center of the roundabout. There's not a lot of other space to do it. And one of the other things that came up too at that time, there was a really interesting study that came out. It was a Bloomberg study about transportation and public art. And it was really interesting. Basically, there were findings that public art in a transportation capacity, whether it's sculptures in the middle of a roundabout or asphalt art or whatever, makes people more aware of their surroundings and actually increases traffic safety. And when it comes to roundabouts, it keeps people from driving through them. Yeah. And I know it sounds crazy, but that is something that does happen. You know, think about especially a town like ours, with inexperienced drivers or maybe so many reasons one could drive through the middle of a roundabout, especially thinking about something that's new, you know? If you came to town like down the hill, right? Yeah. Come back to football season the next year, you're like, wait, this wasn't here before, and there you go. But anyway, so, but I wanted to get sort of an official recommendation from y'all if we're gonna pursue a 3D work in the middle of this roundabout. So.
What a great research to have on the side. That's just a wonderful little tidbit that.
Oh,
It's very effective.
so here's Pilot Taxis. This is our first roundabout project. This is over at South Village in Whitehall, over by the Forestry School. This is Johnny Herzog, local artist. And this is called Pilotaxis, which is a fancy word that has to do with the arrangement of leaves on a stem. Not my word, but something like that.
I have a question, like,
Yes, ma'am.
do you kind of remember how much that one cost?
Yes, I remember exactly how much
Okay.
that one was. But this one's interesting. This one had like an $18,000 budget. But the county covered her pad because there really wasn't enough money to do the sculpture and a very nice
Yeah.
pad there. So that was kind of a unique one. And again, this was many years ago. There's no way we could make this sculpture for $18,000.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Which is not easy economy. But, it did come out really nice and, we hear wonderful things about it and it has kept people from driving through the project. Here's a street view of it, the little water shot. So even when we do a sculpture in a it doesn't take the place of any of the official signage or any of the markers that have to be on I guess drive around, but. So this is the Tallahassee roundabout, so. You've only seen this, this is Tallahassee and Whitehead. This is a much larger roundabout, it does have a bigger budget. But that will be going out, next, probably late September.
What's that one's budget?
This is, 35,000.
Okay. Is there any way to add to the budget?
That was my question too.
In fact, I would probably.
Not for that one necessarily, but I mean, definitely can.
Oh,
For the one with
that, yeah,
That's,
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a look like, I've been joking, it's like the Eye of Sauron.
Yeah.
So you could see, that's where King Top is coming in, so this is here, plus here. So here are some, just some street view, this is what it looks like, more or less, now, even though that, plumbing, building is, I think, no more.
They started ripping that down today.
They started taking it down today, you said?
Off today, the old American plumbing building out there.
Yeah.
And so the only potential spot for art would be kind of the very edge here. That I guess we have a easement or something on that edge, but I would actually discourage from placing art near the roundabout that isn't in the roundabout, because
Distracted the wrong way.
and so. So just to give you an idea of the area. So, option one would be to kind of continue the theme, of doing 3D in the middle of the roundabout, or, if anyone feels strong about pursuing other options, that's an option as well. Someone want to make a motion?
This is like they're voting to make a recommendation officially on the type of art to go and where.
Yes. Okay.
So we're voting on option 1 or 2.
Yeah, if someone wants to make a motion to
I move we vote.
option one or option two.
Yeah, so, if you are, any other discussion? We have a motion on the floor to vote. Yes, ma'am.
Quite slightly relevant, but maybe more from my curiosity. Do you happen to remember if that Bloomberg research mentioned like roundabouts or location of that art in particular in defense or support of this particular location?
Definitely,
Yeah, that's what I would assume,
in the
but
center, yeah. I don't know if
I'm not trying to put you on the spot, I'm just curious.
I don't know where, the other option too is, if for some reason we couldn't do 3D work, because that's the other thing, this is a GDOT project, so we're gonna have to work with GDOT once again. They've burned us before, where,
Oh, and London Town,
no, this is, we had a, with the Amanda's mural, it was.
Oh.
So we do have to get approval from GDOT for any art that we put there. They have to be okay with it. We've already had some preliminary discussions with them. And they're, big deal. It's that it has to be on breakaway bolts, which is kind of our rule for anything that's anywhere near the road. All of our bus shelters are on breakaway bolts. The Filotaxis is on breakaway bolts. So if someone were to hit it it's not an immovable object, it, takes the hit. So that would be something that would have to be built into the design, that it has to be on breakaway bolts. The other possibility is maybe doing a 2D, like asphalt art type thing, but not as visible, obviously, as something that's 3D.
Was GDOT involved? I'm assuming they were with the other roundabout.
No, so this, West Broad is a GDOT road. So basically, any of the big thoroughfares that go in and out of the city. So like Broad, obviously, like Atlanta Highway is a GDOT road, and Lexington, obviously another big row. So whenever someone talk about a row, that's what they mean. It's basically, they control that stretch. And whenever the county does work with them, they have to get a permit from GDOT to do that work. So it's fascinating.
Well, also just, curious as well, do they have precedent, GDOT in particular for this type of installation?
No. This will be our first time doing a roundabout with GDOT, so bear with us.
We'd already talking about it, if we have done it from our perspective, but yeah.
Yeah. So we are very, prepared to do roundabouts, but it's new for them, so, Maybe we'll teach
I was
GDOT.
gonna say, maybe this is a good thing for Georgia.
Absolutely. And like I said, GDOT might come back and say, oh, you can do this, but you can't do this, and, we might have to get a more specific recommendation from them. Yes.
Yeah, can GDOT have concerns about visibility, distraction, all these things that can keep people from paying attention?
Yep.
It's a double lane roundabout, if that's,
Right.
because there's a ton of traffic,
Right.
and they're all gonna have to be braking hard,
Yeah,
because it's both downhill both ways.
Yeah.
So we-
They don't have to be on the
that's gonna
see-through,
be
similar to that,
scary.
the other one.
yeah,
Can't have spinning things on the thing, people are like, what?
right.
Yeah, we've had other conversations where it's like, can't be highly reflective surfaces.
Right.
Yeah.
And we put that in the call too, and you'll see that when the Tallahassee roundabout call goes out, it's very specific. That, it can't be reflective, it has to be on breakaway bolts, there's also, it
Yeah.
can't be, over a certain height or
Can't
over a
blind
certain width. And so we would have to come up with those parameters specifically for this roundabout when we put that call together, with GDOT's, input. Yeah, they're probably gonna have to set some, like, for instance, when Amanda did her mural, like, we did the normal selection process, but GDOT had to kind of have final approval on her art. Now, the big things with them are like text, anything with
Yeah.
text that could be confusing or look like a sign. They probably wouldn't want anyone to use like safety orange or high res yellow or anything that would look like a sign or some other, things like that. But, what's good about that is we can put all that information in the call once we have those discussions with GDOT. But
Sounds like the community loves it, it's.
I mean, this is for the architect and stuff, but do they have what's the timeframe? It's like, we're,
that's a great question. Moderator?
next, a year from now, will it be done?
Moderator, is it us?
You mean the Tallahassee project, when will it be ready for public art?
That's wrong.
Sorry, I did not hear you.
West Rock?
Oh, yeah. I
What's
think
the
it'll
estimated
be,
completion time?
I think it'll be a year or so, approximately.
Okay, up there.
A year until they start or a year until they're done?
Year until they start.
Oh, okay. Even though they closed down the plumbing place.
What could you for that? Thinking,
Where's the other one?
Man, oh, man.
Thank you, Moderator.
So yeah, this is a complex project that we haven't done before, so we, a recommendation from this commission gets us started, and we recognize that we will likely have some important feedback from GDOT and from SWAST office and everyone. So this is a novel process, or a novel project, because of this, on a GDOT road. So, just bear with us, but we want to get this started so that we can build this in before we get to the call and get out there and start soliciting artists for it. It is, public safety is super important, in these projects. So we know that we're gonna have to work closely with all of our peers on this because it's a big intersection. It's a lot of traffic. But it's kind of exciting because it's, it's a lot of visibility too. Right, because people are coming right into the sort of the downtown portion of Athens as you're coming from, or leaving, right? So it's just like, there's a lot going on right there.
Yes.
I think the novelty and the complexity is good in this situation, maybe not great, obviously, but like, it's the best, I think, to like spend the effort to, even if, we run into some big problems, like,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
We might be talking about this over and over again until we get it right. So that's why I say bear with us, because this is we're gonna need y'all to help us get to get it actually, the art is in the spot.
But it is a very important location. Just think about people coming in and out of town. This is an opportunity to be fine here, so this is a chance to, have something that celebrates Athens, or maybe that celebrates the history of this particular area, which is very rich, going back to, some of our, early integrated schools and things like that. So, there's a lot of history and a lot of things to work with thematically for this site. So we'll be having more discussions, beyond this. record.
Varsity cheerleading.
I'm so sorry, my last question.
Yeah.
Are you, and I know I wouldn't expect anyone to know the answer to this, but do you know, there's other art in this particular situation with like GDOT, basically big roundabouts with art in them? I'm just curious, because to me, that's also part of the appeals. Kind of us as as a county, but also for GDOT, that's a big partnership in my mind,
I'm sure about other
Look, but
ones in the state. I mean, like I said, I know that we've done roundabouts. It's just whether or not they're on GDOT roads, I'm not sure, but.
I'm not sure where to find that data set, but maybe I'll post it.
It might be curious to know too, and it might be good to know that, because then if they say you can't do that here, we could say, you let.
That's that's kind of what I'm thinking,
Yeah, exactly.
or the opposite, where we kind of lay the groundwork for other public partnerships.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a motion on the floor to move forward with, to vote. So what you guys are looking for, you second it? Thank you, Matt. Okay, if you're okay with option one, which is to recommend 3D artwork at the center of the roundabout, you can go, yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's everybody. If you're not, if you're better okay with present an alternative location for artwork, you can say, none of that. Okay, we recommend 3D artwork at the center of the roundabout. Does everybody have something in their head that they want to go there? Yeah, I'm like either praying mantis or cicada. You have varsity hot dogs.
Varsity hot dog or Bucky's beaver.
Oh, no. Anybody else got, Ian, what's your idea?
Mine was more of a model
No.
A what?
more of a model
Yeah,
thing,
that's nice.
not so much a
Yeah,
sculpture, but more of a.
yeah. What you got, Jake?
But you guys go with lobster.
Oh, rock lobster. Hey, you're heading into town. Anybody else?
Anything.
Yeah.
Jeff, I just go.
Catherine, you got one? Okay,
Hi.
well, we'll keep those in the back of our head. Okay, all right.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
thanks for putting that together.
Yes.
Super
That's
exciting.
honestly. I like the complexity, I'm sure you hate it, but.
It's gonna be a different kind of process, so it might take longer, we might have to come back, y'all might be like, enough with the roundabout.
Just kind of learn from like.
And people in Athens, so also, people have strong opinions about roundabouts, and people have strong opinions about public art, I don't put two strong opinion things together.
I'm trying to think about that.
Do the preemptive.
That intersection needs something.
Very happy.
Well, the ones that are unhappy with us, there's only like 5. I'm just saying.
I can name 3 of them.
The final taxes and that roundabout was where I went in like during kind of early COVID times. It was a very complex, challenging project because there were like, you weren't with us at the time. And that was, yeah, at the very beginning. It was because there was like, everybody was at home with their masks, the schools were all closed. That was like a zero thing. And all the prices of everything went through the roof. So it was really tricky to actually get that one in place. And, the artist was so gracious and wonderful to work with. We were very blessed in that sense. And Sloss really worked with us to get that in place. And I'm really proud of us actually. One has a lot of special meaning to me because it was a really challenging project. Yeah. But we got it and it looks gorgeous and I love it every time I drive through.
I love it too.
It is very.
Yeah.
Something like that again. We'll see. Okay. Master.
You said some things about that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, tell us down here, probably have a number of stuff, and that's not, there's
September.
Okay.
yeah, that's, all I know, just, like I said, email me if you want to help out with that poetry, event and auction, and, on my list.
We've got some folks.
Volunteered to be at it. There was Matt, Francis, Elsa, and myself. I cannot be there now. I have to take a kid to a
See,
basketball
that's
tournament.
why I didn't. even bother.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's just in a week or so. So, yes,
It's on my calendar. I'm excited.
yes, okay. So it would be great if folks can show up with their representing.
Show up with their name tags, point to the bathrooms, be excited.
All of those.
Yeah.
Snap, that's it.
Yes, yes. There's nothing else on our written agenda. I'd like to use this opportunity for anybody who has anything that they want to share that's coming up, any sort of events or anything like that. Mark, you always are in the know about some stuff. What you got?
I've got one. Hidden Gem is doing a concert on August 21st, which I believe is a Thursday. It's two string quartets by Antonin Dvorak. Beautiful, drop dead, gorgeous, late 19th century music. But just as important is that it's the same day as a pop-up from the new Middle European restaurant that's coming from Heimdall.
Yeah.
Nove Mesto.
Yeah.
So they'll be doing
Same
food,
place?
same place.
Okay.
I think that starts around 6 or 6:30.
It starts at 6.
The pop-up starts at 6, the concert's at 8:30.
And then the pop-up is moving to Little Kings afterwards for my birthday party.
Nice.
All of you are invited, Little Kings, the 21st from 5 to 8. But the people are coming over, so.
Okay, so wait, your birthday's 5 to 8?
My birthday is 5 to 9,
Okay.
so I guess maybe birthday and then go
Mhm.
if people wanted to do that. But
Oh, okay.
but so I'm not going to be unfortunately for the concert, but the pop-up people are bringing me foods. Yeah, but I don't want to miss y'all.
Good. Cool. All right, got it. What else? Anybody else have anything else? Events, cultural related? Yes, Tiffany.
So this Saturday night, we will be having, sure I'm getting all this right. Okay, so this Saturday night, August 16th in Dudley Park, where Leisure Services will be hosting an outdoor movie. We call Movies by Moonlight, and it's free, no charge. And we are showing The Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
And we'll have, one of the artists who works here made these awesome like masks, that we could do you can make selfie portraits with. So I'll have 3 of those masks for people to play with. And I bought little, bottles of apple juice and little bags of popcorn to give away. So if like enough for like 100 people to get that when they show up, because like apple cider is part of the movie, but it's
Yes.
cider, so we're serving apple juice. Anyway, so we're excited about that. That'll be this Saturday night. It's free, no charge.
Just like business
It
starts.
starts about 8:30. It doesn't really get dark until like 4 times 8, but we'll have the screen and everything set up, and we'll try to start the movie like at 8:30 because it's not a super long movie. It's hard to do one in the summer because it gets dark so late.
Yeah.
But, you know, we just try to have at least 1 minute.
But it's fun, you bring a little like picnic dinner, I always like to do a little charcuterie kind of action, and then you just sit and have fancy snacks.
Where are you
Spread. So we'll have like, there's parking on Poplar Street, the Mama's Boy Restaurant, and also in the Chicopee Dudley, across from Chicopee Dudley, there is parking. If you go past where the UGA parking and into there, there's parking for Dudley Park. So that's free parking, and it's a family-friendly movie, so people are come to that. And then next Thursday night, which is the same night as your concert, I don't know why I didn't put it.
Everyone's in everything on 21st.
But that will also be the 3rd Thursday, all around from all the art galleries. And for that night here at the Lincoln House Art Center, we will have an artist talk with the artist Victoria Duggar, whose work is in the upstairs galleries right now. She's really significant, at least for Georgia. We're really honored to have that work here. as well as the annual print sale with the Linden House Arts Foundation. We do an artist print, and those funds help support programming here at the Linden House. And this year, Victoria Duggar is the artist, so it'll be her artist talk, and we'll be selling that print. There are only about 50 of those prints. They sell for $100, and they will.
And she is like super amazing, like everyone's favorite artist right now, so there's a lot. Put it on the ground.
I was gonna say, I talk to somebody about that.
The collection for sure.
And then that's Saturday is so next, that Thursday, the 21st is the artist talk here, and then that Saturday is poetry for the people. And what else we have going on? I think that's,
Also for Nova Mesto, the pop-up, Amanda Burke is going to do a mural. Well, they've been talking, they said they're going to do it, Amanda said, but I don't know about contracts. Yeah, I don't know about contracts and stuff. But I talked to them and it was in the flagpole, so that'd be, it's a small one.
Restaurant, what's their project called?
No, no, sir.
And it's gonna be like a traditional, like, beer house, like Czech Eastern European.
Yep.
Basically all the old Highland food plus a bunch of new stuff, so like literally pierogies and stuff, like,
The fried cheese thing they have served anymore.
oh yeah.
One other thing is Athens Film Fest. This week.
Yeah.
It starts Thursday
this
night. Starts Thursday night, goes most day Friday, most day Saturday, a little bit on Sunday.
Across the building is Thursday.
I'm so excited to see some of this stuff punching through here. So anyway, check it out. Tickets seem kind of.
I was gonna say, I didn't get my tickets yet, cause in my mind, it's still, they were advertising that
It's less
months
than
ago.
$100 for the complete deal.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
probably,
crazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
We'll do a bunch of this.
yeah.
I saw a bunch of the
See you.
movies, looked really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anybody have anything else?
Random, but please be reminding me of Costa Building. So yeah, the selection for Costa is Thursday, but Friday at 2 p.m. is the official ribbon cutting to the Costa Building. So if you want to check it out, come downtown and come to that ribbon cutting. And there'll probably be a lot of ACC Gov staff and elected officials and the usual suspects, but
I'll
you
be
can,
around.
take a little tour of the building. They did such a beautiful job on this building. I'm sure they're gonna get all kinds of historic preservation awards and things, because it really does look very snazzy and really do it justice.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Downtown on Friday afternoon. Come hang out.
Can you remind me what's going in there?
It will house the Economic Development Department, People and Belonging, which is formerly the Inclusion Office, and Housing and Community Development.
Okay.
So very.
Not all of housing.
Some
Parts of it.
And there's community place or community
There's
space.
probably some other spaces that other nonprofits or community organizations will occupy, so it says buildings, yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a community room, like this room, it's like a meeting space for people to use and, they're kind of.
Computer Joe's?
There will be,
Somebody's gonna rent out the corner to sell something.
there's gonna be a little seating area on the outside, so it just kind of have a cafe vibe, but I don't know if there will actually be a cafe inside. That is something that was discussed at one point, but
Somewhere they can go sit and have their lunch.
but there's a condo across the street, so at least there's that.
It's a busy month.
Nice.
Well, at least for a layperson like me, my calendar.
This is the first time, like when Michael Lehinsky's art closing time is this Wednesday at the Wilson Center. Friday night is opening foyer. We go.
Oh, the only thing, like that. It's funny.
Collection
Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh, okay, got it.
No, I'll go into the OnlyFans to say that, like, the opening, the big reveal. Full Monty, all those fans.
Thanks, folks, for being here tonight. Our next meeting will be September 9th here at this space, same time.
On a Tuesday?
So
So the
it would be the September the 8th.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, there we go. September 8th, sorry about that. Thanks for. All right, do I have a motion to end this meeting?
So moved.
All right, I got a second, thank you. And if you're good with ending the meeting, yes.
Yes.
All right, so we are ending at 6:50.
Seven.
Thanks, everybody.